Hey everybody, my name is Kenya. I joined TruBody in February of 2019. I found TruBody. I had joined Black Girls Run, and they had, while joining Black Girls Run, I was kind of on my own fitness journey. I was going to Tabernacle Congregational Fitness. Shout out to TBC, maximum effort. That's what we always say. So I was going there. I had been going there off and on for probably 4 or 5 years. So in that, I had got to a point where I had been up and down the scale, and I had got to a point I needed to do something different. But I wanted to run. So Janessa, one of the people, the trainers at Tabernacle, she runs with Black Girls Run. So I joined Black Girls Run, and one of their events was to host like something about your body at TruBody Wellness. I had never heard of it, didn't know anything about it. So I was like, okay, I'm part of Black Girls Run now, even though I never hit the pavement. I was just stalking the page. So I was like, let me go see what it's about. So that particular day, I went in, saw Coach T. I think his wife there. His wife was also there, and he was talking about food and fueling your body and how food can fuel your body and stuff like that. So I'm like, what? Is this real? I don't know. But I got excited because prior to going, the word of the month for Tabernacle was level up. So I had done everything. I had been doing the food. I had been, walking the track, working out congregational fitness. So this was like the perfect time to level up and do something different. So he gave us a card, and he basically said, your first week is free. What? And I can do this thing for a week for free, and I can level up real quick. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try. I saw pictures on the wall. Some people I recognized, some people I didn't recognize. At first I was like, this is a gimmick, but a week for free, what could it hurt? So I ended up joining TruBody in February. So my first week with joining TruBody, the free week, I think I lost, was it 7 pounds? So I'm like, I bought into the product, okay? So I'm like, this thing is really awesome. Coach T was awesome from the very beginning. Then he brought me back in. I think when he told me the first week was free, and then we started going over pricing, and he did like the physical fitness test, saw what I could do, what I couldn't do. I told him, at Tabernacle, I was lifting like 3 pounds. Yes, 3 pounds, and they were heavy. So he was like, you've been wasting your time. I'm like, no, I wasn't. 3 pounds is really heavy. It's a lot. Sometimes 4 to try to show off, but most of the time it was 3 pounds. So he was like, okay. So, everybody know how Coach T does it. Yeah. So I joined, first week killed, I think it was like 7 pounds lost, and he made me feel really good about it. And I'm like, okay, this thing is really working. At that point I had plateaued out. I couldn't get past where I was weight wise. So I was the same weight. So I rocked out with him. My first 6 weeks, by the time I was done, he sent me a picture, and I texted him. I'm like, I think you photoshopped this because this is not me. He was like, no, it really is you. And I'm like, I don't think it's me. So he was like, no, you put in the work. This is you. This is your end result. So of course, from that moment on, I was totally sold. But my picture didn't make it to the wall, So I just said to him recently, like, one of the reasons why I joined because I wanted my picture on the wall. So since then, my picture is on the wall because I stalked him and I made a big deal about it. But right now I'm in the Fitness for Fall Challenge. So one of the reasons why I joined the Fitness for Fall Challenge is, like I said, I've been going to TruBody since February, but, after my first 6 weeks, the second 6 weeks, I was still going, but not as hard. The cardio piece, you kind of have to do on your own. And my cardio buddy kept, flaking out on me or whatever. Then once the weather changed, I started running. So then I was really excited, with running. So one of my things when I joined Black Girls Run was to run. So when I started with TruBody, I was able to fit in some cardio days with the Black Girls Run. And then I think I ran my first race, my first 5K in June of this year. So, those things were like big to me because I never, ran a race. I just talked about it. And being a part of TruBody like made all of that happen. TruBody with Black Girls Run, with congregational fitness, it's all tied together. But one of the things that I really truly like about TruBody Wellness is that, it's a family. It's not like, I was that person that said, I'll never pay for gym membership. And when I say never, I wrote on if it was free, I was there. Free classes, free, if you got a buddy pass, I'm going with you. If this person got a buddy pass, I'm going with you. I'm going to the track. I would even like Google some stuff, do it at home, make up my own workouts, shout out to my nephew. He would even do a couple for me. Me and my son would go to the track, anything that was free. That's what I was always about. And what I have found out with that piece of it, I was buying into the free, but I wasn't buying into myself. I wasn't investing into myself. So with TruBody, it was an investment into myself. And, at first it's like, I made the sacrifice, but then now it's like, it's not a sacrifice. It's a part of who I am. It's a part of my budget. Like I built it in, because I want to do this for me. Cause I know that if someone else asks for it, if my son asks for it, he would get it. If my mom asks for it, she would get it. If somebody called me and said, Kenya, I need a couple dollars, they would get it. So I was always willing to invest in everybody else, but not willing to invest in myself. So I joined the Fitness for Fall Challenge. It was really just to kickstart me back into a regular routine and a regular habit of getting healthy for 2020, because 2019 is basically almost done. So I wanted to finish the year out strong, and I also wanted to start the new year off strong. Since joining TruBody, I've done things, like I said, I ran a 5K. I think I ran a 8K. I signed up for a half marathon for next year. That may get dropped back down to the 8K, but, right now I'm excited about it. I ran a couple of 5Ks. I'm still active with Black Girls Run. What were some of my struggles before joining TruBody? One of my struggles before joining was I wasn't moving. Like, I had got to a point in my weight loss journey that I felt as though I wasn't going anywhere. Okay. I had gotten to that point based off of little stuff I was doing. Like I said, I've been up and down the scale. I've joined just about every weight loss program that there is, apps, all of that. And I would do well for a while, and then, I would just basically plateau. And one of the things that he talked about when we went, he was basically saying you restrict yourself from food, and then you lose weight, and then you restrict some more, then you lose weight, and then you plateau because your body adjusts. And that resonated with me. That was like, hello, that's it. That's why you have not lost past this point. So I'm like, okay, at this point, I've tried everything else. Why not give TruBody Wellness a try? As if you push hard enough, the ceiling will break. But, me being who I am, I'm like, how hard do I really want to push? And just going back, I remember when I went to Coach T the first time, he was like, what's your goal? And me being a person, I didn't want to set a goal. It was like, oh, I don't know, no goal, just weight loss, but inside was like, you want to lose some weight. But I didn't want to say that because I didn't want it to commit. Because again, it was like, yeah, I've tried a lot of stuff. So I don't, I was kind of like, I'm not really sure if this is truly going to work. But when the pounds started coming off, I'm like, oh, this really works. And then, it was like, I don't know, I like my clothes, I have a lot of clothes. I like my clothes. Well, I have a lot of clothes now at the size I am. And as I continue to go down, I'll buy more clothes. But one thing that I've learned through this entire process is really not, it's really not the like working out and stuff like that. That's a part of it. But the biggest part is the mental piece. Until you change what you tell yourself, the book that you've written about yourself, the person that you told yourself that you are, until you make that change mentally, everything else is going to still be work. So once, there's been times when, I told myself, like, I'm over it, I don't really want to do this, and then I get a text message from Coach T, like, hey, where you been? Why you haven't come? And I'm like, so then a part of me is like, you better get in there before he reaches out to you, because once he reaches out to you, that's the problem, because now you're on the radar. But the biggest piece is really changing the story that you tell yourself. So, if you want to be great, tell yourself that you are great. And when you rock out with TruBody and Coach T and Coach Mike, you definitely gotta be great, because they're gonna make you great. They're gonna push you. They always see when you're starting, when the weight is dropping or when you're not in the mood, and they just give you that extra nudge. The program has helped me. It has given me, I think it has given a little bit of me back. And when I say a little bit of me, like, I think probably since I lost the weight, probably I've gone out more than any other time, outside of when my son was little, when you still partying. But once I lost the weight, it gave me confidence back. It gave me, some more greater self-esteem for myself with how I look, with confidence in my clothes, confidence. Sometimes I get a little beside myself, like I can go in any store and get something and I know it's gonna fit. Well, sometimes when that doesn't happen, it's a little annoying, but for the most part, I could go into the store with confidence. If I see something that I like, that they are gonna have it in my size. It's not all the plus size. Life for me now is busy. Trying to do what you want to do and do what you're supposed to do sometimes can get difficult, because sometimes I don't want to work out. Sometimes I don't want to go run. Sometimes I don't want to go to the treadmill, but go to the track, go get on the treadmill, do the elliptical. Sometimes I just don't. So I think now life has, it's almost as if I know what happens when I don't. I know how I feel when I don't. So it kind of has become a part of me to where, you'll feel better if you do. So, I push myself to, I want the feel better if I do feeling, as opposed to not doing and how I will feel because I didn't do. So guys, this is my son, Jaden. So I just wanted to bring him in to talk about how TruBody has affected him and how it's changed him. So how has TruBody affected you?
TruBody has definitely affected me through you. I feel like watching your journey has inspired me in certain ways, where people, my friends who've seen her as I've grown up, are like, she looks amazing. Sometimes I get jealous because it's like, ugh, my weight journey has to start now, but it's definitely just an inspiring feeling seeing her go as hard as she does for TruBody. And every 5 minutes she's up doing a run, up about to go do a 5K, 8K, do all these things, and just to know where she's come from and where she's going. Every time I get a updated picture of her size now than what she used to be, it warms my heart, because I know that's what she's wanted for a very long time. So just to see how TruBody has affected her, it really... Are you getting emotional?
Yes, go ahead.
It really has... Please don't.
Okay, go ahead.
It really has started to shift to how I viewed myself, and it's caused me to appreciate myself just as much as she appreciates herself. So thank you, TruBody.
TruBody Wellness. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What?
As Coach T say, I love y'all. Peace.
Peace, TruBody.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this on